Now, let's say that we have something like 500,000 shillings, which you want to invest in Kenya. Now, how do you invest this money? If you go to many people, they will advise you to buy land for speculation because that's what they have been doing. Others will create imaginary stories. They will tell you to invest in real estate, buy land and build apartments. But 500,000 is not enough to do that. There are also other investment ideas which you can do with 500,000. For example, buying treasury bills and bonds. But this one is not for ordinary people. Already the people we are going to tell them about that, they already know. And the ordinary people, the way I know Kenyans, will never go and follow the procedure of investing in treasury bonds and even shares. But if you have 500,000 shillings, here is how you can invest it and start making profits even your first month. It's what I can do even myself, and I've done myself, and I'm seeing results. The first thing I've done is to invest in money market fund. Now this one is when you don't have a ready plan for starting a business. And as you know, at the moment, most businesses are not doing well. So you better put your money in money market fund so that you can get interest every month, and annually you get your money. Now, if you invest 500,000 shillings in money market fund, depending on the company you invest with, you are sure of earning at least 50,000 shillings annually, and your money will be safe. And the good thing about this investment is that the interest is compounded. If you leave that money there for 10 years, you'll come and get that, assuming that you invested 50,000 and the money keeps on generating interest. In 10 years, the money will be more than 1.5 million in 10 years. That is when you are not adding anything. So that is the safest investment you can make. Alternatively, you can join a SACCO and buy shares in a SACCO. But you have to be very careful, because most SACCOs, there are some SACCOs which can collapse anytime. Go to a SACCO which has got very good reputation. It is owned by an institution which is very stable. So most SACCOs, I've looked at their dividends interest rate. It's more than 13%. These top SACCOs. So if you invest 500,000 and you get 13% annually, that is around 65,000 every year, which is not bad. So that is another investment you can make with 500,000 shillings. If I also have 500,000 shillings and I have land at home, no, most people live in Nairobi. They're just surviving. They left the village, they left land, they're just earning 20,000 in Nairobi. If you're given 500,000 shillings, just return home and start rearing sheep. sheep. You'll buy a small one, 4,000 shillings. And then after 6 to 8 months, it has become mature. They start multiplying. So if you buy one for 4,000, how many will 500,000 buy? More than 100. Just buy 100 sheep, keep them for 2 years. Within 2 years, there will be more than 200. And one sheep at the moment is more than 9,000 shillings. So you'll be surprised that in a year you are making 1 million shillings constantly, even more. Because in a year, an adult sheep multiplies twice a year. So if in January you had one, in December that one will multiply to 3. And that small sheep will mature in 2 years. You have a mature one. So your 500,000 shillings will generate more than 2 million in 2 years. And that's why go to these rich people. Go to Kenyatta family. They are rearing sheep. Go to Brookside there. You'll find so many. Because they know the secret. If you find a rich person, a wealthy person, keeping sheep, know that it is very profitable. The only thing that you'll never see in a wealthy home are donkeys. Another option for farming, if you're given 500,000, is to grow watermelon. That one, 500,000, 1 acre is enough. And within a year, you'll get even a profit of 1 million. But this one is a bit risky. You have to be there to ensure that they mature. You supply with a lot of water and you plant in the right season. That's another thing. Another farming idea you can make with 500,000 is to buy small bulls. Small bulls, not animals for cows, for milk. Small bulls. Buy around, one bull will cost 15,000. Around 15,000. So 500,000 will go for, that's around 40 bulls. Keep them for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. They'll mature and you sell one farming for more than 50,000 shillings. Let's say you sell for 60,000. If there are 40, that is 2.4 million. So in 2.5 years, you have 2.4 million clean. Even if you remove or subtract the 500,000, you have around 1.9 million shillings. These are practical ideas which have worked for people. Now, another idea, assuming that you have 500,000 shillings, what can you do with that? Identify a business. At the moment, people are broke. So they eat cheap, they dress cheap. So what could you do with 500,000? And they're also desperate for jobs. So one thing you can do, if you want to dress them, just start buying mitumba bells. Do you see this model of think twice and whatever? Those businesses, start a model like that, where today you open a bell and sell clothes for 1,000 each, and the people want those camera, they will just come and select. While they select, tomorrow reduce the price to 700. The following day, 600. You keep on reducing as they buy. This model is working currently in Kenya, and this is the only way you can make millions from mitumba business. You sell bales. You just go Gikomba, buy bales, the full bale, come and sell. Don't go to the roadside and sell there. Just go and rent a very big room and display nicely like a boutique, and you'll make money. That's how you can dress people. Don't go and start a boutique and sell tacky clothes. That right now people don't have money for that. Another idea for 500,000 shillings. You want people to eat. What can you do? Obvious, you start a restaurant. There's no way, even if people don't have money at all, restaurant business can make losses unless your management skills are not good, unless the location is not good. So in this case, don't take your restaurant business to the village. Just move to places like Nairobi and start a small restaurant. You can start a unique one where you sell traditional meals only. And in that restaurant, you can even sell cereals. You can sell uji power, small cha, and many other things which are trending at the moment in just a single building. So that's how you can manage your 500,000 to generate wealth. Also, if you have 500,000 shillings, what can you do with it? Now, this is what has also worked for me. With 500,000, I'll just go online. I create an account with Binance. I start trading in cryptocurrency. Crypto is very profitable at the moment. Identify something like Bitcoin, which is now growing at a rate of 1%, 0.8%, 2% per day. So if you have 500,000 shillings, and there are also many other ways to invest your money within the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and there are no advanced skills needed there. So what you do, just create an account, invest that money there, and per day earn something. Even if it's 2,000, 3,000, you're okay. You're not doing any business. You're simply invested your money there. It is just a practical way to earn money in Kenya, and most people have ignored cryptocurrency, but it's working for others. No, apart from those ideas, there is also another way you can invest that 500,000 shillings. Now, if you did not go to school, I'll encourage you to go for education. If you are bright in school, go and do software engineering. Go and do coding and artificial intelligence skills. Once you have acquired those skills, you start developing apps online, web design, and many other things that are needed at the moment. You'll do remote jobs and earn money. That is how you can invest your 500,000 in skill and knowledge development. So that way, investment does not necessarily mean putting your money in business. You can put your money in developing skills. And finally, if you have 500,000 shillings, I told you Kenyans are very desperate, and the majority of them want to go to Gulf. And many companies right now are not genuine. So what you do, start a company, a recruiting firm, and take Kenyans to Gulf. You'll get more than 20,000 from each Kenyan. And there are there are so many people who want to go to Gulf at the moment. So that is a good idea at the moment on how to invest that 500,000. To get licenses and everything, you need around 500,000 to 800,000 shillings. So simply those are some of the ideas you can use in order to make more money with your 500,000. And what I emphasized is that you can do business, you can develop your skills, you can invest online, you can also go to the village and do farming. I gave you examples of things you can plant at the moment. You can do even has avocado, plant them. But farming right now is gold mine. Think of that. Even if you are very young, you are going to make a lot of money. So if you have any ideas, you put them in the comment section. And here we don't, even if the comment is negative, we don't care, as long as it's a comment. And also you can subscribe so that you get updates when you post something.